So bananas are gonna talk. They're gonna chit the chat. They're best friends since birth. They're gonna. I'm tired of singing because I listened.
Best friends since birth.
I sang like 4 times in the last episode that they're gonna listen to where I sang you happy birthday.
No, that's so fair.
I looked at Zach and I went, people are gonna think I know how to sing. And he goes, yeah.
Here's the thing though, I think both of us on here do that because when I'm saying like, whoa, I'm like, is that how I sing? No, it is not. Right, exactly. So I can't hear you again.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Guys, please donate. Guys, we filmed a whole ass fucking intro. And then I looked at Ansley and I was like, wait, my mic's not on right now.
I think you should make both a part of the episode.
I will at the end. If you skip to the end, you guys can hear our
bloopers. You should add it as a bloopers. That's so funny.
And then for 20 minutes, we were like, Ansley was like, wait, I hear myself echoing, like, why? And then we're trying to figure that out. And then I had to move to like 5 different locations in my house because thank you for doing it, but they're doing yard work on my grounds right now, so it just sounds like, ah, and then you can like hear them going, sweeping, and then if I move into the other room, you can hear the road. So, yay, Ansley, for getting headphones.
I really showed up here. I showed up this week.
She's a real podcaster now.
I'm a real podcaster. This is my first pair of headphones ever, I think.
What?
Because I always do earbuds. So I think this is my first. Did you get my text about the headphones on Turkish Airlines? Did you get that?
I thought you were going to show up in those. I
thought I was hilarious. No, I wouldn't have. But I thought I was so funny. I was like, Sophie's going to think this is hilarious.
I didn't think it was hilarious because I thought you were serious. I was like, oh, that's such an Ansley thing. She would. She doesn't want to spend money, so she'll bring...
Oh, I'm embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed and ashamed. For those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, when I flew to Kosovo, I texted Sophie a picture of my Turkish Airlines free headphones, and everyone knows how those are. And I was like, LOL, found my headphones. But I don't think I put LOL. I think I just put found my headphones. So she thought I was serious because I thought
Ansley was going to show up in plain earbuds or plain earphones.
They're like bright orange. That would be awesome.
Yeah. We're off to a good start here.
Wait, we need to say it again because this is our second round. Welcome back to Sophie and Chat.
Right. Guys, we're two
girls, Prit and Prattle.
We're going to chat here. We're going to talk about some really important things, some current day events, some politics, some true crime, how to take care of your family, just all of the above really useful things for your life.
Whoa, so I did not know we were covering all of this, so
no, we're not. It was to hook them in. It was to hook them in, Nancy.
It was a lie. We're liars.
We're telling them, hey, you can get something out of this. If you listen, this is going to help your life.
Listen, little children.
But someone did say, they were like, no, I love to put it on like while we're cooking and like you guys just talk to me.
Because if we don't listen, we haven't missed anything. It's
what?
Okay, anyway, so you have a lot of basic updates, I can see.
You do too. No,
fair, but you have a lot I don't know what they are, so I'm excited.
I'm excited as well. Let's start it off the top, guys. Let me preamble you in, Ansley.
Okay, go for it.
Guys,
yeah, I'm ready.
Cool people, if you will. Cool people, listen up.
Is that what we called our followers, cool people?
Well, did you see there was a comment? Jackson commented, and he said, I really was going to petition for the listeners to be called the Chitters, but...
I love that.
Well, I feel like it kind of sounds like a slur. Like, you're such a chitter. You know, like...
I don't know, but it's kind of cute.
Those little chitters over there?
Those little chitters?
It kind of reminds me of a chigger.
Right,
was a little chigger, and he was
any bigger than a wee little head of a pit. But the itch that it is, well, itching like the blazes, and that's where the rub comes in. Comes in. That's where the rub comes in.
Whoa. So yeah, you know what? We could maybe, Jackson, we'll put it in. We'll put a little pin in it.
Throw it in there.
Cool people. Imagine that you have moved to another country. Imagine you're in the new country doing your new orientation for your newish job around all the people that you're going to be working with for the rest of the school year. And in this foreign country, you then have such a health episode that you pass out. Wait, I can't even do. Basically, I was kind of really scared. We were all a little scared for Ansley for the past week.
I was not doing well. Is this where, and now I get to tell the story? I'm so excited to tell you this story because this is
story time, y'all.
It's good. It's good.
Okay, you all know what it's like to pass out in a foreign country? No, you don't.
Yeah, or just like, first day of work back. Anyway, okay, so basically this is what happened. I got back to Kosovo on a Thursday night, right? I have a lovely weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm hanging out with my friends. I'm back in Pristina, out on the town. I'm going to my places. I'm having a
going to the
great
club.
Then on Monday morning, I wake up and I think, I'm feeling a little under the weather, shall we say. I don't feel quite top notch. And I go, no problem, jet lag, right? Like it's only been 3 days. I haven't been back that long. I'm sure this can be explained. So I decide to get up and not eat anything because I'm a little nauseous, but I was like, it's fine. I decide to go to work because it's the first day, guys. Like it's first day orientation. We're getting back to school. I cannot call out sick on the first day. That is lame. That is lame. So what do? I do my 25-minute walk to work, not thinking anything of it. So I get to work. I'm very warm. I'm sweating because it's hot outside. But again, whatever, no big deal. I'm seeing all my people I haven't seen. I'm so excited. I'm hugging on people. I'm laughing. I'm having great conversations. And I'm talking to one of the people at the school. And suddenly I'm like, I'm feeling really not well. I'm feeling shaky. I'm seeing some black spots. And I'm no longer listening to what this person is saying, which I felt really bad about because she's trying to tell me about her summer. Instead, I go, this person, I'm about to pass out. And I literally grab the table by me. And the next thing I know, I'm awake on the floor. I know, it gets better. It gets better. I wake up on the floor. I have no idea where I am. I'm very disoriented. I'm hearing Albanian being spoken. Still can't put the pieces together in my brain.
How long?
Where I am.
Like, how long were you?
I have no idea at this point. I have no idea how long I've been out. I'm just incoherent. I'm like wet. Someone's like throwing water in my face. It is like, whoa, what is happening right now? And so then I hear this beautiful voice that's coming over being like,
from God,
hey, you're okay, like take it easy, all good. One of my lovely coworkers who just stepped in and was like, boom, there. So many lovely coworkers that stepped in and were taking care of me.
Except so then the one that didn't catch you.
I realized, no, they did catch me. I did not fall on the ground. They caught me and like lowered me to the floor.
Okay, I thought they literally were like, ooh.
However, this is what I've realized. I realized at this point, not only have I passed out, I have thrown up all over the floor while I passed out. So there is vomit everywhere. And I'm realizing this. I'm like, oh my gosh. So now at this point, things are starting to click.
The children are everywhere at this point,
no,
right?
No. Sorry. This is staff orientation.
Oh, thank God.
No
I thought the children.
Thank God, no children.
Not the children. Okay.
It's just the adults. However, these are all of my coworkers I've worked with, and it's all of my new coworkers I have not met yet. So what's the first impression of Ansley that they have? Passes out and throws up everywhere on the floor. So I'm laying there, and I literally look around. Pieces are starting to click together for me. I'm starting to realize, oh my gosh, you're at work in the cafeteria. You have literally thrown up on who knows who or what.
Who knows who?
I don't know. And you've just passed out. And so at this point, I'm like, Well, this is horrifyingly embarrassing. Like, this is so awful.
Was there like a small part of you that was like, oh, this is a dream, this is a nightmare?
Oh yes, absolutely. And then I'm realizing, oh, it's not. And so then what happens is I kind of am looking around. I'm seeing faces I recognize and beautiful people who I know and love, and I'm like, okay, I'm okay. And then I sort of like lift my head up, and I'm like, I start laughing, and I go, this is crazy. And all of them start laughing. And I was like, this is what's going on. So then at this point, basically what happens is they help me get off the floor. They walk me to the nurse's office. And then I have to basically clean myself up. And then I have to go to the Albanian doctor's office. This is the first time. So that's part A of this story. Part B of this story. I've never been to the doctor in Kosovo thus far.
Yeah.
First time going to a doctor's visit where I have no idea what is being said. So that was really fun. Except someone did come and they interpreted for me, and they were amazing.
Thank God.
Thank you. She interpreted. She's amazing. But I'm just sitting there like I've just passed out. My blood pressure apparently is like crazy low. So I come into this doctor's office and they're like, Albanian, blah, blah, blah. I'm like trying to not pass out and throw up again, right? That's where I'm at, is like breathe. Then I'm pretty sure we like cut this mom and her young children in line because the doctor is like,
well, you
dying, clearly are white as a sheet and need some help. So I get whisked in there, and then they've heard I've passed out. So they're throwing around the word epilepsy, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I do not have epilepsy.
I mean, you did have a little bit of a seizure. You did puke while you're sleeping.
Well, that's the thing. They're explaining it, and they're like, oh my gosh, and then they're like, oh, blah, 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 which apparently I learned epilepsy is the same word in both Albanian and English, because I understood that word. I was like, ha, 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 ha. Epilepsy, right? So I'm like,
whoa! Don't be throwing that word around.
Don't be throwing that
Hold
word
on.
around. So then they like take my blood pressure though. They realize it's crazy low. I then get whisked into this side room with this old lady across from me. She's this cute little old Kosovar woman. She's got like oxygen, she's got an IV, like she's got all kinds of craziness going on. And then I'm over there and they're like taking my blood. There's literally 3 nurses around me at the same time that just like descend upon me. And they're like taking my blood pressure, they're taking my blood, they're like giving me an IV, and I was
like,
what
we gotta
is
save a
happening
life
right now?
today.
And then I just got to hang out with this old Kosovar woman beside me, and everyone's just kind of bebopping around, just like, oh my gosh, that's the American who's in our clinic. Woohoo, what's up? How's it going? And then I laid there.
Here she has epilepsy.
So then I just laid there and I hung out. And then they were like, your blood pressure's still not that high, but here's your prescription for your meds. Go home. See ya. So I left, and I was deathly ill like the next few days because apparently
Did they say
said,
like, hi, here's what's wrong?
yeah, they were like, you have a crazy bacteria in your gut. We think you got food poisoning or
A
something.
parasite?
Yeah, like a
Oh my
parasite.
God.
So then so then I figured that out, and thank God for Russ Melton, who always hooks me up with some good old medicine when I'm going overseas before I go, like for a just in case. So I took some of that medicine, and now I'm great. So whenever I introduce myself to my new coworkers, I'm gonna be like, hey, I haven't met you yet. My name's Ansley. You don't remember me? I'm the one that passed out on the first day. Yep, great. Thanks. Nice to meet you.
There's no way they're not gonna remember you, bro.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, if anyone
There's
doesn't know who I
no-
am, I'm like, oh, I'm the one that passed out. And they're going to go, oh, yeah, we know who you are. Of course. You made an entrance. Yes, I did. Thank you.
Do you think it was literally like the first thing you must have ate upon entering?
No, I have no idea what it was. Still to this day, no idea.
But then you got sick again.
Okay, so no, what I think happened there is I like thought I was doing really good. So on Thursday I was like, I'm fine. And then Friday it was like, no, you're not fine yet. And that was before I'd taken the antibiotic. I had to take an antibiotic because the parasite was just not going away.
Follow along, you
So,
guys, for all your
If
tips
you guys
on what
ever
to do.
need, right, tips
in a
and tricks for
foreign
what to
country.
do when you need to go to the doctor in a foreign country, I got you. And by I got you, I mean find someone who can translate for you. That's what I mean by I got. And have a dad who sends antibiotics with you every time you go overseas.
Is that what you took, basically?
Yes, I took the antibiotics because it was like 4 or 5 days and I was not getting better. And Dad was like, you need to take the antibiotics. And I said, okay. And then I got better really quickly after that because the parasite went zap.
You zapped him.
I zapped him.
Oh my god.
So those are my basic updates.
That's so scary though, bro, that you can like, I could tell your mom was like losing her mind.
Yeah, no, my mom and dad were like not. Dad kept doing this. It was so funny. He was like, like he kept doing that. He's like, I wish you were here.
Just the
I
dad,
wish you were in the States. I know what to do if you were in the States. And I was like, sorry.
I'm busy being cool.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, Ansley. I was stressed
So
too.
thank
I
you
was
for
just
your
like,
thoughts
oh
and
my
prayers
God.
for everyone thinking and praying of me. Thank you.
Well, yeah, my mom just texted us and was like, hey guys, Ansley's really not doing well. Apparently she passed out and had a seizure. And I was just like, what? I was like, oh my God. Ansley's alcoholism is finally caught up to
No,
her.
okay, they also asked me that. It was so funny because the doctor's
Like, do you have alcohol
you had
poisoning?"
any alcohol? And I was like, no, I haven't had any alcohol in like weeks. Like, I drink very rarely for people on here. Like, I don't do it often. It's like a special occasion thing for me. And so I was like, no, I hadn't had any. And he was like, okay. Like, they're trying to figure out what is wrong with me. So, yeah. Anyway.
So question, are they just gonna like, how does the healthcare system work? Like, are they just gonna send you like a bill and be like, thanks for coming? Like,
Okay.
how does this work?
So I'm not entirely sure. I didn't understand everything that was being said. What I do know is that while I'm laying there with the IV in my arm, as one does, I was told, hey, do you have €2? For those of you who aren't sure about conversion rates, that's about $2. And they said, do you have €2? And I was like, yeah. And I gave them €2. And they're like, great. And then they sent me home with my prescriptions. I paid for the prescriptions.
How
I
much
have
were
not
the
paid anything
prescriptions?
else. Maybe like €20 total. Like I had 4
And
of them.
do you pay for like insurance out there?
Okay, so I do have insurance. The school has it, but I don't. I think my understanding is that I need to go back and say, hey, insurance, I paid for this stuff. I was sick. And they reimburse me. I do not think it was like on the front end. So I'm not sure if that was legit. Like,
you €2?
Right. So I was like, okay, wait a second. Did I just pay €2 to go to the doctor? I'm not entirely sure. I really don't know. I'm unsure. I'm not quite putting it together. I will let you know if I go
Yeah,
to
I'm gonna
like
need you to like find
a
out on
bigger
this.
hospital or like a different clinic or something like that. I really don't know. I'm not sure. I'll investigate.
Healthcare.
Healthcare.
Yes, very nice healthcare. Tell me about the beautiful podcast background that you have for yourself, Ansley Melton. What is this lovely
Guys, she's doing
moment
that because
behind
I'm
you?
so proud of this. I got this amazing painting.
Amazing.
It's not a painting. I don't know why I called it that. It's
What is
artwork.
it?
It's like
A
it's felt.
tapestry?
Can you guys see that? Yeah, it's like a felted tapestry deal.
felted
I got this in the
tapestry.
country of Georgia in my spring break. in
She's
the spring.
exotic like that.
And I got these little clips to hang it up in the States, and now it's hung up on my wall, and I love it. It makes me so happy when I see it every day. So now you guys get to see it as well. You're welcome.
Yay!
I know that's
and now
the most
you
beautiful
guys
thing
are
you've ever
happy
seen.
too. Yay! Mine is a gallery wall that I put together that
I
is
also
entirely
saw that.
thrifted.
And it's beautiful. I
Thank
love that that's in the
you.
background. It's a
Thank
great
you.
background.
I'm very proud of it because it's all either like stuff that I've collected through the years that I just made work or things that I thrifted.
As you should be.
Notice
It's
people
amazing.
who are listening hate us, but there is a painting that a man that we bought in the street. And he would just paint like street places in Italy, and that's that one right there.
I
He painted
remember
that.
him. He was so sweet. I loved that guy. I have some hand painted things as well. They're not here. They're in the States, but I do have some.
In
Sophie
the
and I are really
States.
into artwork, if you can't tell.
We like art. I found, oh my gosh, shout out, artist shout out. I found this girl today. I'm pretty sure her name is Sydney Swisher. I literally messaged her like art agent or whatever it is, and I'm thinking they're gonna be like $10,000, but I had to ask because I was just like, I want that painting so badly in my home. It's just like, it's what art is supposed to do, right? It's supposed to inspire us. It's supposed to make us be like, you know? And she takes like used fabric. She'll literally go get like a used fabric piece from Goodwill, or she'll use like her grandma's tapestries, and she will paint it, like put it on a canvas and make it part of the painting. So like if a canvas, she'll paint a window, and then she'll like sew in the curtains of the window. And then like there's a pearl necklace on the table, she'll like sew in a pearl necklace that will then hang off the table canvas. And it's
That
so
is
freaking
so
cool.
incredible. I love
Support art. I wish I was
Yes.
cool.
I love that.
So I
You
messaged
could-
him
you could do
because I wanted to buy
something
one. Bro, no. They're like good paintings. Like they're very good. And it's like, I can't
You have
paint.
made some good paintings, and I've seen
Don't
them.
anyone at this point think I can paint. Ansley's pulling like a mom right now, where she is like, "You're good. You can
It's
do
not
it."
True. I'm gonna show you some. I have some. I don't have
What?
it here, but when I'm in the States, I'll show you some.
What have I painted? Was
Yes,
it like
you
a
have to
coloring book? You're so weird. You're giving like my dad vibes. My dad will watch movies or TV shows of actual good, trained, like paid, very like A-list actors. He'll be like, "So if you could have done that." I was watching that and I was just like, "So if you could do this,
I mean,
easy."
it's true. He's
I'm
not
like,
wrong. You could do that.
Dad. Oh. Okay, I have some very basic announcements right off the top. Not that we're at the top anymore. We said extra. It's an outro. I don't know why both me and you were just...
extra?
And we both were convinced, too. We were convinced that was the right word. I went, wait, let's do it's not an intro. What's the opposite of an intro? Extra? And you went, mm-hmm. And I went, okay, this extra is by... Like, what's wrong with us? And no one's corrected us on
hilarious. We are so funny. Guys, sorry.
Accidentally, because
And
we're
here's the
fucking
thing, though.
dumb.
Here's the thing, though. Some days, it is just like, my brain's done. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry.
Like this, I feel like this whole summer, I just said brain off. Because I wasn't teaching. And now it's like brain on. So maybe I'll catch something. Or maybe I'm going to have driven myself so crazy after I've been with my kids all day. It's going to be worse. I don't know. Stay tuned and find out.
Oh,
Will Ansley lose her mind even more?
will she pass out? Because
Will she pass out in front of the kids while teaching?
you're now officially that girl that passes out. Like, you're the pass out girl.
No, I've passed out twice this year. Did you know that? I also passed out the week of Case's wedding because apparently, fun fact, I found out I have very low normal blood pressure. So when I have lower than normal, it's not like okay. When I have low blood, like I just sit at a low blood pressure, I think, because my mom is the same way. I didn't know this. I just learned this week. My dad was like, oh yeah, your mom has that. So when my blood pressure drops like at all, I pass out. Boom, done.
Oh my God.
So
Okay.
super fun for me. I was like, great. My favorite time to work out is in the morning when I haven't eaten anything yet. So solid.
Yeah. That's so fun. Bodies are so fun, dude. I love
Bodies
them.
are
Speaking of bodies, okay, I didn't follow up on this last week, my bad. So I guess people who are listening, guys, we're also finally caught up. Like, you've been listening kind of in the past, but by the time this release, it's basically like they're basically caught up. Like,
That's so true.
I didn't even ask how your race went. I'm a bad friend.
Aw, no, you're not.
I'm
I
a
forgot about it. It
bad
was good. Like,
person.
did I have an amazing time? No. Like, sorry, time. Did I have an
No.
amazing time? No. Like, time as in, like, when I finished? No. But I had an amazing time. I thought it was fun. I was like, I just did a 10K. That was the third time in my life I'd ever run 6 miles. And I was like, wow, I just did that. that felt cool, you know?
Aw.
So it was
That is
fun.
cool.
Yeah, like it was a beautiful, like the weather was really nice. It wasn't too hot when I did it. And the only thing that I do wish though is like I'd had someone to run it with, because it was one of those things where like I finished and I was like, oh my gosh, I finished, and then like I didn't know anyone there, so it was just like, cool, I'm done, right? And then it was like, and I stretched and I went home. So I wish like I'd run it with someone, but it was still good. It was fun.
Yeah.
I qualified for my Istanbul race. That's all I needed to do. Qualify.
And
I
we're
need to
gonna
sign up
run
for it still,
across
but-
the country. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, we are. I can't
Very
wait
cute
to
and
give
fun.
you guys updates on that. Fingers crossed.
Ugh, yes. Okay, other cool people shout outs. I already shouted out Jackson. Nick, my friend Nick here, in LA is so cute. He's like texting me like live updates. Like he's like listening to it and he's like, oh my god, this is so funny. And my friend Mike was doing the same. Very exciting outro. Should we just call it the extra? LOL.
I think we maybe should just stick with it. That'd be hilarious. The
Very exciting extra.
I'd like to shout out Bridger because he.
Oh, yeah,
he-
shout him out.
He disses on us that we've talked about him so many times on this podcast already, but I'd like to shout him out because Bridger is the one I feel like who listens to this podcast the most out of like my circle.
Thanks,
actually.
Bridge.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bridge.
And he already submitted a question, so stay tuned for it. We're gonna answer his
Apparently,
question.
I've been. Oh yeah, just to you. He didn't do it
Yeah,
the
he
correct
told
way.
I
Whatever, he
told
didn't
him,
send
I
it to
said,
the
will
email.
you email it? And he said, why don't you just write it down?
That's the most Bridger response. But for our extra today, so we already did both our moms, because your mom is going to be this one coming on this Wednesday. I finally got it. It's so cute too. She's like, so finance out. And then the following ones will be our parents. And then you'll have the birth order come together. These are our parents. But this one this week is going to be, I don't think I'm going to let you listen to it. Mike designed us, or I don't know, he made us a theme song. And it's so funny, bro.
Stop.
It sounds like it's so 2000s, like nostalgic. Like it's like, And
Which
I'm going to
is
play that
great.
for our extra today.
I love it.
It's so funny.
I
It's
love
so
it.
good.
Incredible.
So thanks, Mike. Thanks for the extra.
Thanks, Mike.
Other updates. Zach did not forget the date, so I still have a boyfriend. So yeah, he texted me literally after we were done, and he was like, "So where are we going tonight?" And I was like, "Oh." He was like, "What are you feeling tonight
remembered.
for that?" Yeah.
Not
Yep.
that he's gonna listen to the podcast, but if he did, he'd
Yeah,
be
not
like,
that he's
"How
even gonna
dare
hear
you?"
this. Yeah. No, what is it? It's the one that's coming this week. If he does listen to it, he's gonna be like, "What is wrong with you?" Because he had no idea any of that happened. As usually he doesn't. Like half the things that I'm just like, "That was close for you." He has no idea.
I almost broke up with you. You didn't know, but I did. If you had
But
come
you
home and
did.
forgotten our date, it would have been.
I would have set your bed on fire. And then the last shout out is, you're gonna love this one. A friend of me and Ansley's from college literally messaged me and said, the podcast is amazing. Y'all's personalities and synergy is so fun. I didn't even remember saying this. I'll be swampy for a peach milkshake. Has to be the podcast bio.
Okay, yeah, wait, where did that come from?
It was us talking about the heat of Virginia. I think it was the first episode.
Wait, I know.
And you were talking about peaches. You were like, no, Virginia's summertime peaches. And I went, I'll be swampy for a peach milkshake. That's a bar.
What is wrong with us? Oh my
So hi,
gosh.
Jared. Thanks for listening. I miss you. This
Shout out
guy,
Jared.
guys, this man literally built a fort in the woods, like
That
during
is
college.
the first thing I think of when I think of Jared as well. Not that we ever got to see it. I asked Jared to take us up to the fort at least
He showed
100
me.
times, I feel like.
Yeah, he showed me.
Okay, well, you guys were better friends anyway, but I'm mad because I never got to see it.
I just bullied him into it, I think. I think it was literally the last day of college, and he was like, you can finally see it.
Aww.
Like imagine you're going to college, right? And then of course if you go to college anywhere like New England, East Coast, there's gonna be woods around you, and this man just knew how to go into the woods, find his way every time to this singular spot, and built a village out of sticks. He now lives in a van. Like, he has the van life vlog.
Does he?
Or
Wow,
maybe it
go
was,
him.
and I think he was going to live on a boat the last time.
That's what I thought. Yeah, he was going to live on a boat. I remember the other thing
What a
about Jared
guy.
is he only ever wore flip-flops and shorts. No matter
Like, no,
what time
and
of the year
it's
it was.
Virginia, December. So, like, 28 degrees
cold.
outside.
Yeah, it was cold. And he's still
Jared,
in
you
shorts and
freak.
flip-flops.
Now, let's get into the real meat of it. I finished Red Rising, bitches.
I wish that I could have book club with you right now and like relate to.
Oh, it's such intense book
I'm
club
sorry.
too. Honestly,
I'm gonna get
everyone,
there.
cool people, here's your announcement now. Ansley's reading it now. So read it with her because Ansley, we're telling them right now. We're telling them right now. As you're reading it, it's free game, girl. You spoil
free game.
and you talk
Okay,
to me about
okay.
it and you let me know what's happening and let's chat about it. So everyone get on your shit, okay?
Okay. No, I
Everyone
was about
poops
to
and
say,
everyone
I
takes a
only have,
shower.
like-
Listen to it while you do that.
I have
done.
like 3 hours left of The Lord of the Rings, so I'm super close to done with that. So I will be starting Red Rising really, really soon, actually.
And then like I said, by the time you're done, it'll probably be time for the last book. So we can read it
Right?
together.
Right. And I would like to say I finished Demon Copperhead, which is like blowing up in popularity right now. So some people might know what it is. I don't think I've talked about this book on the
I
podcast
don't know what this
because
is.
I started it actually in the spring because I borrowed it from a friend of mine who's here, and I didn't want to take the book home to the States because I had other things to read, and also it was my friend's book here and I didn't want it to get messed up for any reason. It is a very interesting read. I would highly, highly, highly recommend, especially someone who grew up in like the boonies of Appalachia. It was a really hard read because of that, but I loved it because basically it is a comparison. It is like that's not the right word I'm looking for. It is like a redo. It's basically like a respun version of David Copperfield, but in Scott freaking County, which is right by where Sophie and I went to camp growing
And is
up.
it like during what era?
It's during the Oxy epidemic, like the opioid stuff.
I don't know
Yeah,
if I can
it's-
read that. That's triggering.
Okay, it is triggering. It is so triggering. Literally, every single place that they mention, you're going to be like, I know where that is. I know where that is. They talk about Devil's Bathtub in it a ton. Crazy.
what?
Crazy. Anyway, and will all the people in it remind you people that we grew up with? Yes. Or people
And I'll
that we
get
know
sad?
now? Like, yes. So it is so sad. But also, it is such a good book. Like, the writing style is incredible. Like, the way that she really captures the Appalachia, like, stuff in it is I don't know, it's like, it's sad, but it also kind of feels like this person who really understands like how football is life there and how like people like I don't know, like it just captures the
small
culture.
town.
Right?
Yes.
It does. It captures it and I love it. And the ending is beautiful. If you can make it to the last 20 pages, they're great.
Okay.
So,
I might give it a little.
it's a really good book.
In that vein, not like currently, but I think it was like last year sometime. I'm gonna if I get canceled. I didn't know. I watched Hillbilly Elegy, and it was
Oh, I
that
haven't seen
same
that.
thing. Okay, I didn't know. It's J.D. Vance's life, basically. He wrote it
okay.
as a what's that called, a biopic?
Memoir.
Or no, it's not a bio, it's a memoir. So it's literally his life. And the movie, of course, is dramatized, and there's like things changed, I think, is what I've come to understand. And you know, now some people have come out and been like, that didn't happen, or like whatever. But the premise of the movie itself, it was a good movie. Like, sorry, can't hate. And it was that same thing where it's just like, oh my gosh, yeah, this is like life, and it was at its base, it was a very good movie of like, here's how a poor boy with a drug addict mother like went through his life, and he did like pull himself up by his bootstrings, studied really hard, became a cool lawyer. However, though, it makes me really we're gonna talk about that. It makes me more angry though, because it's like, you know exactly what those people go through, and you know how families struggle and how the welfare programs help them, where your grandma literally survived on it with you, my guy, and then you're cutting the funding for it. Like, it's just, it makes me so sad that, like, yeah, the places that we came are the places that sometimes are affected first and foremost and then most by policies that are passed. And it's just like, wait, that's, like, it's a no-brainer. Like, help the people you came from. Hello?
No,
anyway,
that's such
okay,
an
let's get
interesting
happy
point.
again. Because I'll get sad and angry.
Yeah, but we could talk about that at some point. Like, yeah,
If you want girls to talk about politics.
Well, I'm excited to talk about, at some point I'm excited to talk about, like, Appalachia, right? Because I think that is just, like, a very, like, unique place to live, to grow up, to know, and I love it. And at the same time, yeah, there's just, like, a lot of things within that culture that affects that culture that maybe people don't realize, or if they do realize it, maybe they're doing nothing about it. So food for thought. Anyway, movies. You have a movie that you want to talk about.
Yes, I'm very excited about it. I didn't know. Another thing that I was just like, I stumbled upon a lot. And I watched Practical Magic for the first time because it's on Hulu right now.
I don't know
and I
what
was
that
like,
is.
girl, watch it. It gives... It's kind of like, it's one of those movies that got the cult following after. And the cult following is deserved. It's kind of like Hocus Pocus in that it's like spooky witchy vibes, but like, yeah, it's good. It's Sandra Bullock and Nicole Kidman.
Score.
Yes, and they're like new and they're young and it's just so good. And I didn't know this, they're making a sequel. Like they're currently making it right now. It's coming out next year. And so now I'm so excited because it's one of my new favorite movies. Like that will always, I played the song in it and I was like, Zach, this song makes me think of you. And then it's like everyone who has not seen the movie is going to hate me right now. But it's where she's running down the road and it's going, this kiss, this. And then she jumps into his arms and then now I twirl around our house and I sing it and I go, this kiss, and he's just like, what?
I love it.
But it's such a scene. When you watch that scene, you'll get it because it's just like, what is this nostalgic 2000s love? And then I watched Freakier Friday, and that
how was that?
Was also. I was so scared that they were going to ruin it like they did Hocus Pocus 2. Like, I was like, this is a movie that people love, and you have such a duty to not ruin it. Please don't ruin it.
Right.
Fun fact, y'all. Real fun fact. I don't think Ansley knows this. I'm in that movie.
Shut
I'm not in it. I had to, like, look for myself, and the only reason I could find myself is because I knew what I was wearing that day. There's a food spoilers. There's a food fight scene in the movie. I was booked as like a extra to like throw shit.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's so fun.
I'm just kind of like a movie star. That was one of a really fun day on set though, because I got paid to just like throw food at other kids.
Yeah.
It was fun.
No, I'm very excited to watch that. Also, I watched Nona's this week. Speaking of food, have you seen Nona's?
No.
Nona's is so sweet. If you just want to watch like a warm-hearted movie, go watch Nona's. It's about the guy who opens a restaurant where grandmothers are the cooks. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh my God, Nona.
It's so sweet. It is so heartwarming. And it was the day when I was really sick and I was down in the depths of despair. Shout out Anne of Green Gables people. And I was like, I just need something that's going to be happy. And so I watched Nona's and it did. It made me feel so much better. It's funny. It's sweet. It's just lovely. It's heartwarming. That's the best adjective I have for it. It's just heartwarming.
Nona's. Okay.
Nona's.
Love. And I don't think I've like officially announced this as we move into music. We, per recommendation of one of our other really cool people that listen to this, said that we should create a podcast. Thank you, Jonathan. He said we should create a podcast that has all the songs that we talk about on here.
Not a podcast, a playlist.
Yeah, what? Is that not what I said?
Podcast.
Embarrassing.
So now
The extra on the podcast.
and the Chris swapped and the don't they nots. So we now have I was editing that and I was like, God,
Our
I'm such an
merch is
idiot.
gonna be incredible.
Oh, editing
Chris
this myself
Swamp,
is so
don't
hard.
They not?
Do you know what it's like to have to edit yourself and leave in all the moments where you have to be like, I sound like a fucking idiot. Like, are you kidding me? Don't they not? Like, why am I singing right now? Like, stop singing. You can't sing. And then I'm having to, and Zach's like, leave that in. You have to. And I was like, I don't want to.
Yeah, you do.
Really,
though.
I did. I had a version where I cut it out because I was like, people are going to listen to this and be like, she thinks she can sing. Anyway. The playlist is called Chit the Chat Songs. And you can find it. I made it through our, the Soph and Ann's podcast on that profile.
Oh.
So you should be able to find it.
Amazing.
I think.
Okay.
I don't know how technology works. So yeah, we'll put the songs that we mentioned on here. My song this week is I actually discovered it last night.
Ooh.
When I was doom scrolling on the TikTok, as
So
I shouldn't have
fair.
been right before bed. I'm falling asleep, trying to wind down, bee-ba-boo. I literally, bro, sat up in bed and was like watching my phone at this woman. The girls are gonna get it. Her name is, it might be Spanish, so I'm sorry if I butcher this. It's Sofia Esela. That's an I. Isella. And, oh, bro, she's like all darked out, like her hair's like all in front of her face and her eyes are like all black, and like she's like has like this huge baggy t-shirt on. I'm like, oh, she's about to scream in the mic. And then she just goes, everybody loves a woman until she's doing what, and she has like this like scary like ethereal like thing, and then she just says, oh, I wish I could play it right now, but I think we like get copyrighted or something if we do. And then it's just like, and then the music, like the bass drops, and then it's like nah, 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 and then she like twists back, and it's just like singing plus art plus like performance. Like she was such a good performer. Like I could not look away. I was in bed. I was just literally like you can be a really good singer, but mix that with a good performer. I immediately followed her. I followed her on everything. So the specific song that reeled me in, I should have got. Oh, I think it's called Everybody Supports Women. And
love.
I'm adding it to the podcast right now, or the playlist. Just talk. You go now. You go.
Well, I was just going to say, I'm really excited to listen to it. I'm like very, very invested. I don't have any music for us this week. Sorry. I do have a food though, because I went to this amazing place in North Macedonia. It is called Lake Ohrid, or Macedonia if you're from there. I know that's kind of a weird thing, depending on where you're from in the world. I went to Macedonia this weekend to a place called Lake Ohrid, which is so beautiful. It's a place I wanted to go all last year, and I hadn't been able to make it happen. So I went with some of my teaching friends this past weekend, and we got the most amazing gelato flavor, which I know you're thinking, wait a second, gelato belongs in Italy. Well, let me tell you, I had a dark chocolate gelato that changed my life, and I have never had anything like it, and I still am thinking about it, and it's been several days.
Wow.
It was amazing.
Changed her life, you guys.
It was so freaking good, guys. Like, usually, I don't really like chocolate ice cream. I don't know why.
I'm not
feel
a
like
fan
it is
either.
a fakey chocolate flavor, and I don't like it. I like vanilla ice cream with chocolate things in it, like brownie bites, chocolate chips, whatever. But I do not really like chocolate ice cream. But I saw dark chocolate gelato, and I was like, okay, I'm going to try it. And it was so rich. It was so like, it just got me, and I loved it.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was my food thing from the week.
Head
and I'm
to
very excited to
Macedonia
talk about
now.
it. I went to Lake Ohrid. I had a beautiful time.
Did you swim?
We went. I did. I swam in the lake. It did then like downpour on us, but that's okay. We like went back to the Airbnb. I played some cards with my friend. We read our books. It was great. We ate some really nice food. We were at this like really lovely town called Struga. It was really beautiful.
Struga.
Yep. So I had a lovely weekend. That was my favorite moment of the week.
Oh, she's lovely.
My other favorite moment of the week was not passing out this week.
Yeah. Mine too, honestly. I'm really glad you're alive. It was such a, okay, this is a little bit morbid, but I had to, like, of course I went there, was just like, oh my God, what if my best friend dies in, like, in another country? Like, that'll be so lame. I know that's how you want to go.
I can't do this podcast anymore.
Oh, God, that would be, like, my life would be over. No, seriously, though, like, they'd have to ship your body back, dude.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, I
that'd
should
be
stop.
weird.
Your mom's gonna hate me. Okay, I have to stop. I remembered my favorite moment. It was my friend Allie Worm had a birthday, like a birthday party. It wasn't her birthday. She came because she lives in Virginia, but her family's from California. Yay! And then she came back to visit them, and they threw her a Parent Trap themed birthday party. Yeah, it was so cute, bro.
Adorable.
And they went all out. Like, her sister made a camp menu where it was like camp themed. Like, she made the menu, and then they eat chili and cornbread in the movie. So we ate chili and cornbread, and there was Oreos and peanut butter. And then we watched the movie. Oh, and everyone showed up dressed as someone from the movie. So we all were dressed as. Yeah.
Stop it.
And then we would
precious.
Yeah, and then when the scene came on of like the character they were dressed as, they like got up and like acted out their scene.
Okay,
It was
so
so
who'd you dress
fun.
up as?
Oh, I dressed up as Easy Peasy. There's a girl in it at the very beginning. Not Tie-Dye Girl. Everyone who's seen the movie knows this. Not Tie-Dye Girl, but the girl who yells for Tie-Dye Girl. She has straight across bangs and like little wire-rimmed glasses. So I just like wore the glasses and the sweatshirt she's wearing, and I was like, "Yo, Tie-Dye Girl." So it was so fun.
Love that. That's so freaking fun.
I know, it's just so cute of like, wow, simple pleasures. Yeah.
Ah, I love.
Teehee.
So
Teehee haha. Okay, you guys. This is gonna be a different one because, surprise, I'm not gonna talk a lot. All right, I'm gonna let Ansley Melton take this one away.
I think this is good though that it's gonna be short because we're probably already at like almost an hour.
You love it. You love it.
What else did you guys have to do for a whole fucking hour? Nothing, but listen to this. So the topic that I thought was like, let's give them something useful this time. Let's give them something that they can take away. And it's kind of relevant to today's climate, case in point. Anthony Mountain, walk us through if someone's interested in moving out to US or even visiting, because you could also comment on that. You're a pro on that. No, but let's stay till, like, if you want to move out of the country.
We can do visit another time. I think visit is a lot, yeah.
Visit's different, yeah. What's a quick, give me the lowdown of must-dos, like, advice me right now.
Okay, honestly, I don't think I'm a very good person to ask. I'll say that first. Just because, like, this is the first time I've straight up, like, moved out of the U.S. because I lived in England for a year. But that was not the same, I feel like, because I was studying. Like, it was a student moment, right? So I wasn't moving. This time feels a lot different with that.
Yes, but you did successfully do it. Like, you are a success story. Like,
I've moved. I live here.
Yeah.
I have my residence card.
That's credit enough.
So I would say, one, you've got to find a job, right? Like, I think that's for people who are trying to move out of their country. I think the most challenging part is you've got to find someone who essentially like sponsors your visa, right? So that's the big kicker, is if you don't live there, how do you make the connections? Which is why as a teacher, you have so many opportunities, right? Because there's international schools everywhere. They're always posting job things on online, job forums and stuff. Especially I teach English. So like I can teach a lot of places and it's very easy, I would say.
So did you get certified for that? Or did you just find job postings that fit your path of like, great
question.
And then circle back. So did you decide, you were like, okay, so to get my visa, I need to do something within teaching, and then you went from there?
Well, I think, I was just kind of like, I'd like to work overseas at some point, and it just kind of happened, right? Like, I wasn't really planning on living overseas, and here I am. So, I think I am certified currently through a site called ACSI. which is technically a Christian educator site, I guess, is what I would say. Like, I'm not certified, like, as a teacher in the state of Virginia, but I am certified through this organization where I can teach at any Christian school. I can teach at a lot of international schools. It's just like a different type of accreditation sort of moment. Okay. So that's what I'm certified through. And as far as like, yeah, the teaching thing, I think teaching is something I wanted to do. And then overseas teaching is just like a really big job market. And I thought, yeah, I'd really like to live overseas at some point in my life. And so as a young single woman, it's just a good time to do it. So then I was like, yeah, let's move forward with this. So that's step one is I would say, unless you're a student, disclaimer, if you're a student, this is very different. But if you're working, you either need to find someone who's going to sponsor you, or I also have friends who are like entrepreneur type people and they can get like an entrepreneur visa, or they like essentially just work online in the States and then they move somewhere else and they live in a different country, but they're still working online from the States. That's step one.
Fine. Get your visa sorted.
Get your visa sorted. And different countries, it depends, right? Like Kosovo's just a little more lax, right?
Oh, welcoming?
Yeah, Kosovo's just a little more like, yeah, come on. But if you're going to Switzerland, I'm sure it is not that way. So it depends on the country. So that's one thing. Another thing, find a place to live. That's a big one. Know the culture. Find some people who know the culture.
How did you find your place to live? Like, how did you find your current apartment you're in?
Okay, so this is great. I would say frequently when you are working with an international school of some kind, they will help you set your life up, right, when you first get there. And that is super, super, super helpful. So when I moved here, they found my apartment for me. And they sent me pictures. And they were like, hey, does this look good? And I said, yes, that looks fabulous. I will take that apartment. So when I got here, I hit the airport. I touched down. They drove me to my apartment. And here I was. Boom.
Work for an international school and then figure the rest out. Like,
no, honestly though, it's
first year just work for the school,
because they're also just
nice.
Like know the culture. They know what you need to know. They help you set up your bank account, right? Like all of these things I did not have to tackle by myself. So that's why I'm like, I feel like I'm not the best person to ask, because when I moved over here, pretty much the staff from the school helped me do everything I needed to do, as amazing staff members that they are, that are used to working with international teachers.
Well, it's very encouraging because you technically, you're just a girl. You're just a girl.
I'm just a girl.
Like you don't have like your teaching licensure.
No,
you know
I don't even have
so, like,
I don't even
anyone
have a
can
US
do that.
teaching license. Yeah.
Yeah, so anyone can do that. That's cool.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So, and I have a license, but I do not have a license in the States. So it's like a different type of license and it's still fine. So, yeah, I think like all of those types of things is why I say I'm not a great person to ask, because I didn't have to do it alone. But yeah, I mean, you got to get a bank account, right? You're going to get paid in foreign currency. You need a bank account. You got to figure out like, are taxes in this country or the U.S., like what is happening there? You got to figure out.
Do you still pay taxes? Do you pay U.S. taxes still?
So that's an interesting situation that I'm still trying to figure out. My understanding at this point is that I am exempt because I am a resident in a foreign country.
Oh, another plus, y'all, of living out of the country.
Another plus.
No taxes.
Again, depends on what your situation is, because you have to be like a resident, or you have to spend like over 330 days in the country, or things like that. So there are stipulations. But I qualify as a resident because I have my resident card. So that's something. I would say the biggest thing though, like whenever I move to a new place, I just like walking all over the place, right? Like you need to get to know your city. You need to know where you're going. You need to not be on your phone looking at Google Maps. Google Maps doesn't really work over here sometimes anyway.
Oh, that's
so you just need to know. Yeah, it's kind of wild. Sometimes it tells you something is there and it's not, or it tells you to go a certain way. You should not go that way. It's great.
Oh, you should not go that way.
Yeah, because like there won't be a road. Yeah.
That's terrifying, bro, because thinking about that, thank God in Italy, I had to, what was the last place? Venice. Venice is like all these tiny little scary ass alleyways that you feel like you're in a medieval like town in the 1400s, where it's just this literally one person can fit through these tiny back alleys. And I had to leave our apartment, where we were staying, at 5 a.m. to get on a bus. And so I'm a woman alone just wandering through the streets of Venice. And if that would have told me to take a wrong turn, oh gosh, I think back on that, I was so scared just walking, just like in my little pink coat.
Your unicorn backpack.
Right. Thank God Venice was, I guess, a good place during that hour of the night.
Guess so. Thanks, Venice.
And then,
shout out Venice.
Bonus round, is there any quick, if for some reason, we don't know what the cool people have in store for them, if they want to visit somewhere, either Kosovo or Kosovo adjacent, is there anything they should definitely know first up?
Ooh, yeah, I mean, I would say just know, like, when you go to the Balkans, flexibility is key. And I know that that's kind of like a thing no matter where you're traveling, but just know, like, in the Balkans, transportation, one, it's not going to be on time. Just count on transportation never being on time.
Good.
Or rarely. Two, just like, people are super friendly, so I think you can count on that. Like, while you're gonna have troubles getting around with transportation, people are so nice here. I think they're just lovely, lovely, wonderful people. Balkans is super chill. I like that part about it, but again, if you're like a type of traveler, do not come to the Balkans because you're not gonna vibe with it. Like, the roads are rough. Like, transportation. There's no trains. The rest of Europe, there's trains. There's no trains here. So you got to take a bus. You got to rent a car. You got to do something like that. But, yeah, I mean, I think it depends on your personality, you know, because I kind of like, it stretches me a little bit, right? Because I love, like, going to Germany and the trains are happening and you know what the train schedule is like. I like that. Boom, 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 right? I like that. But when I'm here, I have to be like, nah, okay, can't worry, and you move on, right? Because stuff's going to go wrong. You never know what's going to happen. People are just, like, doing their own thing, and it's just how they roll. But they're a great community area. So, yeah, I feel like if people have more questions on that, you can submit a question. I don't have a lot for you.
She doesn't have any more for you.
I don't have a lot for you. It's fun. Like, I love living in another country. I think it's very... like, very horizon broadening. I think it is a really cool thing to be able to, like, confidence boost yourself, because in some ways I'm kind of like, nah, I can do that. I've lived in another country, you know. It's like, it's kind of it's one of those things where I kind of feel like I can do things because I've done this in some ways, but at the same time sometimes I'm stressed out, I think, more than normal because I don't know how to do things. Like, I don't speak the language, I don't know I don't know how to go get my hair cut, right? Like, basic things where it's like, well, I'm not really sure who to go to for that. Like, well, I don't know where you would find that. Can you find that in this country, right? Like, there's all of those elements where you're constantly learning, but I like that, right? Like, you're constantly learning, you're constantly growing.
Are you trying to learn the language?
Expanding. Yes. Po.
Oh. Sorry?
Po is how they say yes here.
Oh,
in Albania.
Po.
Po.
And now you know.
Now
and
you
now
know.
You've learned.
Përshëndetje. That's how you say hello.
Përshëndetje.
Ooh,
wow.
That's good. Look at you.
I just copied you, but thanks.
Love. Yeah, I know, but usually people can't get it on the first try, so I'm proud of you.
I'm, like, kind of good like that. So,
maybe I'll, maybe that's something I'll do. Like, this is a phrase I learned in Albanian this week. Blah, 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 blah.
Yes. Teach us, Ansley. Here for all your language needs, you guys. This is now a language podcast.
As neither one of us are bilingual. Perfect.
And I guess that's all we have to say?
I guess, yeah. Do you have anything to say on that?
I think all mine was intro stuff, and then you're in charge of the back half.
So, yeah, I don't know if that was like, I'm just like, meh.
And that's how you do it, you guys. And that's how it's done.
That's how you do it. I'll keep you updated, but again, I'd love to hear if anyone has specific questions and they're like, Ansley, what's it like to blah, blah, blah. I'd love to hear that question.
Ooh, I have a fun fact, but you're gonna say it.
Okay.
I have a fun fact about Kosovo. The dogs will follow you home. Ansley has a little dog that followed her home, and it's so cute. There's dogs everywhere.
There are
Stray
a lot
dogs.
of dogs. Oh, that's
Dogs are
something
like
about
cats.
the Balkans. Know that if you come to the Balkans, there will be stray dogs. It
Earworm.
will happen. Yep.
It's just how they do.
Yep. They do. They're all over the place, but I haven't had any problems of.
Uh-oh, featured! I'm keeping that! You can't make me take it out! I won't! Oh my god. You guys are either gonna... You guys might see me without a boyfriend next week. Let's see. He'll be like, you have to cut that out. And I'm gonna be like, no.
You shouldn't. Don't
won't.
cut it out.
Anyway, so now I'm going to play this week's extra. Maybe we should still say it, Ansley, because it's not, I don't think it's in the
Extra.
song. So finance. Ow. Why do you say it like that?
Two white girls just doing a podcast. I think they've been best friends since they arrived on Earth. Take the
Oh. What?
So finance in the dance. Two girls, two broke girls.
Sorry, I
in
ran out of
the-
breath. I was doing that for so long.
Yeah,
I ran
I
out
kind of left you hanging there.
I know. I was like, welcome to So Finance Chit the Chat. We're so happy you're here because we're happy to be here.
Happy that you're back. This is the worst one we've ever done.